Good evening, folks. Once again, Alexander Ned here for the MBN network, covering the Pocono Race Series, Cup Series, the Big Apple 350 at the Glen. We're going to do a little bit of road course racing tonight. Right and left turns. Can all these guys handle it? First road course of the season, and one of my personal favorites, the Glen, located in beautiful upstate New York. We're currently right now, they are sitting about 40 degrees under dark skies. Would be cool to have a night race there at the Glen. I think that'd be great. But for here, it will be a beautiful day, sunny skies, and we are just minutes away from going green. Let's see if we have time to go to our Brad Kozlowski virtual race car. I navigate through the screens and get up to speed with you. Loggins Glen, there it is. Do want to apologize for it going to be a little bit quiet up in the booth. It is only me. But as always, I will be giving you as much, if not my all, as we continue to follow this great, intriguing series every Tuesday evening right here for you. Right now, we are at Watkins Glen, New York. See if we can get a lap in. I'm still not used to the slider on this game, especially in 19, which is the update these guys will be using. So let's go ahead and practice. See some cars are out on the track. 45 miles an hour. Harvick Brad race. Oh, not going to give it in. Sorry, Harvick. And we are off into turn one now. Something that you will be talking about here all day long. And by we, I mean I will be talking about all day long. Is how setting up your car through the S's, how it's so important to keep that car right on the grass. You really can't afford to get on the pavement. Oh man, you see what happens right here if you miss a braking point just that quickly, like I did at the bus stop before this rounded carousel here. What's the guy's call? I like to keep it in third gear. Trying to get up to speed, get as much speed as you can out of the corner, and then are down. This is not good. Well, you guys, let's see if I can take you through a lap. There are 9 of them here. First hard right-hander, you're going to want to brake and get right into the corner. Wow, Clint Boyer stuffing it in there. I'm telling you, these AI guys do not give an inch. You'll want to brake, and it's a hard brake, and you got to keep that car really centered toward the entry of turn 1 there, because if you're off even a little bit, you're going to go wide, like we saw Chase Elliott do there on the last lap at Watkins Glen, getting his first victory there last year. Now here through the bus stop, you'll want to keep on the brakes as well. Downshift, but don't clip that grass like what I just did right there. Otherwise, it'll send your car. I'm telling you, these guys are going to be on edge all day long, and I'm on a default setup. These guys go faster, a little bit more faster, perhaps a little bit more, be more comfortable behind the wheel in their custom setups, but still, you'll face the same issues. AI is not even perfect. There, you saw Clint Boyer clip the grass. I know I'm about done with these Monster Energy, or these Stewart Haas racing cars. Sorry, Suarez. We about to race, damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use that one.
All right, careful now. Still there.
Ah, that was a perfect turn 1 right there. Gear 2, grab a gear, go through the S's here. Not a tight, room for a lot of tight racing right here, but a good passing though is going to be anytime you can get on the inside of any one of these turns. Side by side through the S's though, that's kind of a tall order to ask. You're going to need to be flawless. Penalties will be assessed here by the game, and that can play a factor into deciding this race too, because when a game does receive a penalty, when the car does receive a penalty, you're not able to really get out the way. The car doesn't go through anything, so if you get a penalty and you're the leader up front, you can get run into from behind, and then that could really stack them up. That is a lap 110. These guys will be flying probably 109, 18. All race long. And it'll be interesting because we have pretty much 9 laps. I don't believe these guys will have to go on pit roads for stages 1 and 2, but they will need to make a green flag pit stop in the middle of stage 3. Oh man, that carousel and this bus stop are going to be the Achilles heels for somebody. It won't just be me. That'll be off course. The good thing up in the booth giving you guys coverage because I cannot drive right now. And did I say this is one of my favorite racetracks? And imagine going to the Roval and Sonoma. Again, we are just minutes away from the Pocono Racing Cup Series. Going to give you action here from upstate New York, Watkins, Glen. We're going to have a running order for you guys. Woo! Able to drive through that one. I'm already worn out, guys, and it's 2 laps. We're asking these guys to do 45 of them around this racetrack. 175 miles. Ruling left and right hand turns, and like I said, if you're off, there has not been a lap yet where I've been able to make it through the bus stop. Woo! I'm gonna need my bus pass. Somebody get me off the track. Let's see if we can go to our I think you guys are done watching me be miserable. Man, that was live too. That's not gonna help any of my esports stuff. But anyway, let's get back out. We'll get to the loading screen here and provide you guys some facts. 110, that was my best time. Woo! We'll be right back, and I'll give you guys what to expect here before we get the drop of the green flag live on MBN. All right, folks. Once again, welcome back. MRN. It's Alex Internet bringing you live flag-to-flag coverage of the Big Apple 350 at Watkins Glen. Going to give you the Larry Mack keys and settings trends of the race. Again, as always, this series uses a custom race setup. So these guys have spent time and time again Not in the garage, but on their console, trying to practice and fine tune every setup they have to get the most out of their digital car. We'll see who will be rewarded with a white and black checkered flag here today. The race length will be 50%. That will be 45 laps. Tire wear, fuel consumption, that will be times two. Again, these guys will not be needing to make a pit stop in stage one or two. However, they will need to go a green flag pit stop perhaps under the third and final stage, which will last about 22 laps. We'll see if tire wear plays a strategy in this one because I believe you'll need to take four tires. Two tires really is not going to be beneficial considering we are turning right and left, but people have been known to do it in the past. We'll see if they have a setup for just that and could save them some precious time on pit road. They are just now finishing up qualifying, and I do have the running order for you. I believe the 21 did get in the pole. I will verify that here in just a moment. Right now, it will be 3 race stages. As I mentioned, damage will be off, stability always off, custom setups will be used, and manual transmissions is a must. You're going to have to go through the gears, and these guys will be off and on those R1 and R2 buttons all day long. Let's give you the running order for today's Big Apple 350. Up front, it is your championship leader and pole setter, the 21 of Slade, making a big name for himself, trying to extend that lead here early after a solid win so far. Already dominating very much. He was able to get around the 6-car BC Racer Kid that last race last week. Starting on the outside pole will be the 3-car. And that is C. Workman. Congrats for him. Cody doing a great job. That's his first front row start since joining the series. Keep in mind, he is a rookie and only his third start, so not too bad of a start for him. Followed by Stewart House Racing Cars. You got the 10 and the 41 side by side. The 19 of Bags will be drawn out in that 5th position, followed by last week's winner, the 17 of Fluffy, able to get it done at Kansas. Can he do 2 in a row? We have yet to see that so far this season long. Just outside of that, in row 4, will be the 12-car GS Smitty and the 6-car BC Racer Kid, who is now second in the championship standings, followed by, rounding out the top 10 starting spots, the 2, that will be AJ Storm, and the 88. Just outside the top 10, you have the 34 and the 18. New world order there. In row 11, we'll have the number 11 with him, followed by the 38. And then rounding out the rear of the field, just 16 cars, but 14 cars. And in the 7th row will be the 47 and the 32. And excuse me, there are 16 cars here tonight. We are moments away from getting that green flag. I was told 6:35. We should be hopefully getting that very, very soon. But until then, we'll take another quick break. I'll save my voice, and I'll bring you all the flag-to-flag coverage I have to offer right here momentarily. You're watching NASCAR Heat 3, the PCRS series at Watkins Glen International, coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about that. I am just I'm facing some technical difficulties. I got the invite, but I was unable to. It says I can't use it. So let's see if I can do another one. Nope, it says that invitation cannot longer be joined. So I'm trying to get in touch with Slade right now and see if I can indeed get back to there. But sorry for the delay. We'll see what happens here in just a sec. All right, guys. So technical difficulties are gone, and 16 drivers are getting lined up to take the green flag here at Watkins Glen. Again, this series only follows that of the rules from the game. So if cautions come out, it will have to be triggered by an in-game caution. They do not follow. This is the only time you guys will see them pace themselves around this 2.5-mile racetrack. 7 corners here at Watkins Glen, and I will try to analyze each and every one of those for you. See the 12 cars just get off into the grass. You're going to see that a lot under green, and I'm telling you, it'll be a lot less forgiving than it is here under pace speed. car New World Order going to get set in the running. Right now, man, you got to shake off those nerves. See the 21 car electing to start on the outside. He is the pole setter. Normally with a manual restart like this, you'd like to have the inside line, but I'm pretty sure our championship leader knows what he is doing. All right. I want to give an ode to my role model, Darrell Waltrip, as we get this race under green. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. Good, clean move through turns 1 and 2. Already got a car. And the apron. Oh, back across the track at the BC Racer Kid, the 88. And we did not make it through the S's. Track is blocked. Front Row Motorsports collecting in the 96, the 38, and the 34 were involved. And we are quickly under caution here. Already. Yellow flag number 1, turn number 3. Somebody caught the grass right there. I believe it was the 41 car first. And then that issue was compounded by the fact that it was on a restart. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And you saw the track become blocked after one car was sideways. Caution number 1 in the books. This will be an opportune time to perhaps get yourself just top off and make some of those adjustments you might need without losing any precious time, considering we haven't even really truly started the race. So this will be an opportune time for these guys to try and make adjustments on the race car. Green flag back in the air. The 3 of Cody Workman up front. We'll try it again in turn 1. Running along with the 6 BC Racer Kid through the S's. One car already staying off the track. 19 of Bags. And we stay clean and green through the S's. Riding along with the 38, just behind last week's winner, the 17 of Fluffy. On the brakes hard. You see the 17 car misstep right there. He'll lose that position perhaps. Side by side into the final turn 7. Ooh, contact. Right on the rumble strip. Ooh, the 88 WVU fan in New World Order. New World Order back in the track. Oh, he took out the 47 upside down. Wow, in the catch fence. 19 of Bags also involved, and I believe, did that bring out a caution? It did. Wow, what a wild ride for the 47 Rowdy. Man, you hate to place blame this early in the game, but I do believe we saw the 88 and the 18 make contact. 18, no control. Once you're in the grass, it's like ice. I call it black ice, except you can see it. There's no traction for these guys, and you just lose control. And unfortunately, the 47 car was already committed to that line out of turn 7. I mean, a wild ride, some game physics, and you saw what happened. We were riding along on board with them. And our second caution of the day is out. That's what's so tough about Watkins Glen, man, especially with a race like this, man. You can't have single car mistakes. Those mistakes are just compounded. No fault of the drivers, or perhaps a little bit fault on the driver, but the guys around you really truly have nowhere to go. We get the green flag and it's back out. See, Cody Workman up front, doing a great job. But hard and in charge right behind him is that 10 car. You see the 21 fall off the pace a little bit. Everyone clipping that grass. Ooh, got a car around perhaps in the back. Nope. We're good, and through the carousel. What a hornet's nest behind the race leaders. Oh, 41 car through the grass. Gathered it up. Cody up front went wide a little bit right there. You see the 21 and 38. 21 had to get out of it. He was running in the 3rd position. Now drops to 4th and now trying to hang on. Has a pack of cars right behind him. DWH on his back bumper. Smoke Fran up front. So you can ride along with that 10 car. Oh, Cody Workman through the grass. Our leader. And he'll lose the point because of it. Smoke fan to the front. continue to watch this battle unfold. Man, the 3-car right to the side, and we could be getting to the end of the stage right here. Workman clips the grass, Smoke Fan back on the gas. Look at the 3-car underneath. A great passing opportunity. Wow, the 10-car gives them a nudge. They're side by side. Can the 3 clear them heading into the S's? Smoke Fan gives. This might not be the time of the race to try and race. Wow, what a good move by the 3-car, who does not want to relinquish that lead just yet. We're nearing the end of stage 1, and let me see if I can get a true lap count for you. Oh, excuse me, we are already on stage 2. My goodness, I'm so sorry. I was unable to, I believe the 3-car did win stage 1 then. I had no idea we were already on stage 2. So, again, these guys will have to make a green flag pit stop in the middle of stage 3, but they should be able to save it with little to no fuel saving mode needed for stage 2. They are on lap 4 right now with 11 to go in the stage. That tells me they have 7 to go next time by. Make it 6 to go. We go through some of our other drivers through the field. The 38 car has made up some time, and now you see him getting to the back bumper of the 10 as 3-car tries to distance himself from first and second. Smoke Fan in that 10 machine. Having a good day so far, but meanwhile, the driver I'm most interested in is the 38. That is Saab. Saab doing a great job so far. Both he and Workman came into this series late, but right now, turning left could prove to be their specialty, and I'm telling you, we often think about places like Daytona and Talladega perhaps being one of those marquee events where a smaller team could perhaps find even footing with a lot of these big race teams and perhaps get a win. I think the same could be said for the road courses, Sonoma and Watkins Glen, and now even the Roval in the Cup Series and Xfinity Series. We could see guys use their strategies perhaps more than what we've seen on the oval tracks that we go through, and we see the 38 now, Saab, able to pass Smoke Fan, who has been dominant in this series, and now we see him under pressure from the 10, who's not given up. But something has to be said about these guys who are just now joining the series right now, having an excellent day. DWH now along with them. Meanwhile, our pole setter, Slade, and our championship leader just got passed right in the back outside of our screen. See if we can go back to that battle. Ooh, the 10 and the 38 car. Let's watch this one unfold. Smoke Fan didn't get off the corner right there. Turn 7 now under pressure from DWH's new teammate in that 41 car. Side by side in the preferred groove into the inside. Smoke goes wide. He'll lose another position back to 4th. Tires got to be screaming on that machine. Meanwhile, our pole setter all the way back. Oh, who's that through the grass? It's the 12. Oh, he took out his teammate, the 2. Oh, that was AJ Storm. I'm telling you, if there has not been a race where somebody has not taken out their teammate. I believe that's the 3rd week in a row. Oh, excuse me, I'm just now getting word that that is not the 10 of Smoke Fan. That is Gallon in the 10. I apologize, guys. It has been a long, very long day. Gallon doing a great job in that 10 machine. I would get that name right. Normally I try to look at the running order, but we do. Silly season is always among us here. My apologies on that. mentioned before in our countdown to green, this race is grueling. You are always on the gas. You are always shifting. You are always on edge here. Right, left, right again. You see teammates right now, BC Racer Kid and the 17 of Fluffy. Now trying to make something happen. Now, what is interesting as far as strategy, if you're up front, let me put on my Larry Mack hat for you. We know that track position could be key. You can pit here and not go a lap down. You see the 19 of Bags. Ooh, a course penalty perhaps on that machine. No, he's just slow through the bus stop. And that'll translate to a slower entry speed and a pass by the 2 to get around him. 19 gets back up to speed, but as I was saying before, if you're up front, maybe you're one of these guys behind the 3 or the 38. Perhaps you want to pit early and get that track position. You can pit with 2 laps to go before the end of the stage. And if you're up front, maybe try and use that to your advantage and not push it so hard those laps that you have tires, newer tires, and save that for a better track position coming to begin stage 3. We'll see if any of the takers does that, but you'll need to be in tow, and you'll have to do it ahead of this 3 car, who is the leader. So you'll have to make it with 3 to go. Pit road is closed next time the leader crosses. I'm impressed with Cody Workman, man. He started on the outside pole, running with the veterans so far. No rookie stripes on the back end of that 3 car here today. It will be 3 to go. Next time by, and that's important because anybody who wanted to use that strategy that I mentioned would have to be on pit road before Cody crossed the start-finish line. So we'll see. We'll go through the pack, and it's coming to 3 to go this time by, so he could still go by, and I'm interested to see if the 3 car does that himself. Because any one of these guys could perhaps pit. You could see the 38 and the 41. They could get down pit road. I believe those are the only 2 guys who, if they really want to use strategy right now, they would get on pit road right before the 3 cross start finish line. If the 3 doesn't decide to go down pit road first, we'll see if playoff points play a factor in this decision, or does somebody, the 38 or the 41, go down pit road off of turn 7? Nope. No takers. Pit road is closed this time by. It'll be 2 laps to go in the stage. So the 96 was on pit road, but he went a lap down. Don't know if he's done for the night or if that was a green flag pit stop. $38 Asab, C. Workman, and DWH. These are guys we do not talk about a lot here, but having excellent runs here so far. I've heard a lot about DWH and his driving style. This really, really suits him. Watkins, Glen. Oh, wow. Very, very loose through the bus stop. But you see him make up a ton of ground. And it's not just going to be a nice Sunday drive for that 3 car. He's going to have to work for it. On board with the 41 car, who could see second and first place right in front of him. White flag for stage 2 going to be in the books. Cody already winner of stage 1. 38 Asab right behind him in the 41. If anybody missteps just a little bit, it will be enough. 3 perfect entry through turn 1. Gathers it back up, a little bit of a wide entry for DWH there, out of 2, heading through the S's, 3 and 4, right, left, right again, out of turn 4, heading toward the bus stop. Lost a little bit of time right there. You see the gap increase to about 10 car lengths. Can the 38 car make up time here through the bus stop? Cody goes wide! Cody with a mistake late in this one, he'll lose the lead! Here comes the 38 car, Saab right behind him. Oh, it's going to cost him a stage win and a precious playoff point. You saw it all unfold in front of the 41 car, who's trying to get back up. Now the 38 has to navigate 2 final corners after a mistake made by the 3 of Cody Workman. Wide again is the 3 car, off through the rumble strips, gathers it back up in the 38 car. Minding his P's and Q's, is going to get a green and white checkered flag, and Saab is the winner of stage 2. Wow, dramatic action on the last lap. You know Cody has got to be kicking himself right now in that 3 car after a mistake, but you live and you learn. I doubt he'll make that same mistake again in stage 3 with 22 laps remaining. Now, I want to see who's back up front, who's still racing. I believe that's the 18. I don't believe he pitted. There was somebody right in front of these guys. Looks like the 96 car did DNF, but there was someone right in front, so I will see if that does affect the lineup order to begin stage 3. A full fuel window is 14 laps for these guys. AJ Storm did get the lucky dog after going a lap down. The 21 and the 19 did use that strategy to get up front and use track position. Slade and Bags as the green flag is back out. 24 laps remaining here at the Glen. '21 was yet to lead under the green flag here today. Our pole setter, fastest in qualifying, now trying to use that to his advantage and stay up front. Bags right behind him, and you see them. Ooh, a little bit of contact through the grass is the 19 of Bags. Workman able to scatter around him. The 38 car Saab, stage 2 winner, wide off the corner. He'll lose 1 position, 2, perhaps more. Right along with BC Racer Kid in this mix. Taking a look at 4th place on back. Ooh, BC Racer Kid. Oh, he got loose, way loose off the corner. He'll lose a ton of time. Second place in the standings in the 38 of Saab. His free fall through the field continuing there in that 38 machine. Heard a little bit of audio there from the 88 of WVU fan who were watching on his live stream. Halfway at the Glen, and you see the 38 car has a lot of time to make up. Right on the back bumper of the 10 a gallon. 10 goes wide off the corner. Ooh, made contact with the 17 of Fluffy. Not quite sure the 10 car wasn't trying to get back to the back bumper of the 38 right there. Perhaps didn't like being moved out of the groove. Now they're side by side. That's the battle for 5th. 10 car will have the advantage going into turn 6. Crossover move made by Fluffy, but once again, with how the turns are set up here, the 10 car, oh look, a bump to the 38 car. Wide off the corner. Side by side, I don't believe the 38 car and the 10 car are friends right now, and I do believe the 10 car, that was a little bit of payback. 12 on the back bumper of the 10 as well. We're not going to miss a thing here as we go NASCAR nonstop. While I try and look at the laps left, we'll crank it up for you. PRCS, the 17 car. Or perhaps not. Don't know what's happening with the fluffy machine. I don't know if he's lagging. We did see that car. That was on our live stream. I don't know what's happening in that 17 car. I thought I saw him hit the wall out of one there while we were in the middle of cranking up during our NASCAR nonstop coverage. But we stay under the green flag, so I'm going to chalk that up to that being an in-game issue. Meanwhile, pressure building up front with 20 laps remaining here. See Workman and the 21 have distanced themselves a good 3 seconds in front of the rest of the field. DWH there has settled back into the third position, and the only car that has been able to maintain track position after that restart has been the 21 car. He has yet to lose the lead. These guys are working their way back up to the front, but you see now the distance between each and every one of these guys, a good second, perhaps a second and a half between second and third in the 38 car, who's had troubles with the 10 car. Back and forth. I can tell you as a driver how frustrating it is to know you have a great car, make a mistake like that early in stage 2, like we saw from the 3 car Cody Workman. One mistake all day that cost him another chance at a precious playoff point, one that he desperately needed heading into this series and heading into this race. But right now he's got a good car, has been able to maintain track position. These guys, if they maintain flawlessness, could perhaps challenge for a win late in this one. Austin Dillon's last win came in the 2018 Daytona 500, a road course. Would be great to add to his resume. One that already has a 500 win and a Coca-Cola 600 win. That car painted gold, celebrating the 50th anniversary for RCR. Trying to put it in victory lane in 2019. DWH there running in the third position. 96 is off the pace. Oh, and we are under caution. Caution has just been called. Not quite sure for what, but that is only our fifth of the day, including those 2 stage breaks. This puts us just outside of our window to be able to make it. These guys will go green with 15 laps, and you can make it on 14, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody, perhaps, I think we see most of the field is going to pit. It'll be interesting to see if anyone uses strategy to stay out. Green flag back in the air. We are racing. AJ Storm stayed out. Wide corner. He'll lose the lead and a lot more as they go through the grassy. Marcus E-Dub in that 34 car. Hit the inside wall of turn 1, and the 21 and the 3 get away from the rest of the field. Perhaps a course penalty on the 2 as well. Three car right on the back bumper of the 21, who's got to be perfect. Everyone through the grass right there. Looking underneath the 3 car, trying to get side by side, and here comes the 17 of Fluffy. Haven't talked much about him all day long. Hasn't been near the front, but could be up front when it counts most. 14 to go. They'll be able to make it through the stage window to the outside. Cody Workman, what a power move for that 3 car. Advantage in turn 7. And he'll take the point and the lead away from the 21. Slade not going to give up yet, though. Ooh, wide arc off the corner. That's going to hurt him. Oh, it's going to drag Slade into the inside wall, back across the track. Is he going to spin? Yes, big crash in turn number 2. The 19 of Bags is involved. Caution. Oh, that all began when the 3 car Workman didn't get off the corner. Hooked bumpers dragged that 21 car to the inside row, right on the grass, where you have no traction, and you see both him and the 19 victims because of it. Ooh, 21. Or that was the 2 was on pit road when that happened. That's going to benefit him dramatically. He'll have the newest tires if anybody decides not to pit, and he'll be able to gain some track position on that because he was on pit road before the yellow came out. You see him start mid-pack there, and the 21, the 19 fall back to 6 and 7th behind him. Green flag is back out. Cody Workman brings him to the line. $11 to go. Side by side, car in the wall behind them. 17 and the 3. 17 to Fluffy just got that inside line, and he's going to lose. Oh, he gets it to Slade. Slade back across the track. Oh, it's just a 17 car, single car incident. Fluffy all the way for fighting for the lead, all the way outside of the top 10. Our last race week winner in trouble. Meanwhile, the 21's going to have to pick through traffic right where he did not want to be, in the thick of things. We've seen it so hard to try and stabilize your position and then try and run these other guys down. 38 car, who's been in the back of the pack, has yet to really rebound there after winning stage 2. Up front, Gallon in that 10 machine. See if we can go back. Side by side, and you see Gallon to the inside of Cody. I can't tell you, as a competitor, how hard it is to run through the S's side by side. 10 laps to go. No one's going to give. Ooh, Gallon. Wow, Cody, big misstep. Back to 3rd. That's the farthest we've seen him since. Oh, and he's going to be on the grass, Cody Workman. He'll lose a ton of time. That might not be recoverable. You see him now fighting with BC Racer Kid. He fell all the way outside. He's continuing to lose spots. Wow! Cody Workman from bad to dramatically worse here in the closing laps of this one. 9 to go. Back up front, the 10 and his teammate DWH Gallon leading the charge in this Stewart Off Racing machine. Eric Almirola's last victory came at Talladega in the 2018 season, but before then, a 4-year dry spell. Everyone thought, were Stewart and Gene Haas perhaps crazy signing him in that 10 machine? I think he's been able to prove exactly what type of caliber that driver is behind the wheel in that 10 machine. And now, can Gallon use this to his advantage and hold on for 8 more laps? Twelfth car right in front of Cody, battling there for the 8th position, I believe. Series of unfortunate events unfollowing for the 3 car that put him back in that position. As you see, a patch for the position up front. WVU fan on the outside. Here comes the 17 of Fluffy and the 2. This is for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Oh, 3 Workman. My goodness, more drama for the 3 car. That is going to be one unhappy fellow out of this race car. See the 38 car also. Both these guys, stage 1 in stage 2. Winners outside of the top 10 currently. This gaggle of cars, if anything breaks out up front, could trigger a caution. We'll keep an eye on things here. 17 also had troubles. 3 car looked to the inside of New World Order in that 18. And this group well back behind the 10 car. Oh, almost 3 wide off the corner. WVU fan underneath our championship. No, excuse me, not championship leader, but second place in the standings. There's 6 car, 3 car to the outside, slicing and dicing. Can't tell you how hard it is to do that through the S's. Is the 21, clip the grass right there. I believe he's running along in the 3rd position. Let's go back up front and take a look and see where the 10 and the 41 car, they are on cruise control. 88 car with a spin and in the wall. WVU fan had spun in the bus stop. And that is going to be tough. He had not a great day, but an okay day going with a chance to capitalize. Unfortunately, now he finds himself in 15th position, 23 seconds behind the leader. 6 to go for this 10 car. DWH remaining a distant, I would say, second back. Hasn't really gained any, but if the 10 car slips up, we know he's within striking distance. 21 car has been able to rebound as well. You see the 38 and the 2 side by side. Coming to our Camping World, 5 to go. And the stars might have aligned for this 10 car. That does have a win in this series already. It was driven by Smoke Fan, I believe. I'm not sure. You know, as I mentioned before, silly season here. Seems to be every race. But Gallon in this 10, looking for a spot in the playoffs. DWH as well, the championship leader, the 21 of Slade. If these 2 guys get to racing, could he perhaps mount a late race charge up to the front? It's not been the week the 17 perhaps wanted after a great win at Kansas. A couple of mistakes there in a crash sent him all the way back once he was outside competing with 3 car. 19 of Bags also had trouble earlier in this race as well, but has been able to stabilize, and he runs currently in the 4th position. 12 cars had a great day as well, running along in 5th. Those that have not, Cody Workman, man, outside pole setter, stage 1 winner. Just a series of unfortunate events that have let that 3 car to free fall through the field, and unfortunately, unless we get a late race caution, he will not be able to capitalize on what could have been a dominating and show-stopping day for that 3 team. 96 out of the race, and we see that 41 car close the distance up front. He's right near the back bumper of that 10. They'll be coming to 3 to go this time by. This reminds me of Martin Truex Jr. and Chase Elliott. Oh, on the grass there, but able to keep and gather it in control. We saw a great end to the race last year in the Cup Series with Chase Elliott finally getting that checkered flag. But man, that 41 car, you have to wonder, was he saving something, because he has cut that distance in half. 21 wide off the corner in the background. 10 car not letting him get within striking distance, though. It'll have to come down to a better corner entry by the 41 or a mistake made on that 10 car part. Sideways off the bus stop, the 21 car. 3 Fords dominating this race here. The Big Apple 350 at Watkins Glen. Carousel, and it has been a revolving door as far as leaders here. Each one of our stage winners with trouble so far today, not in the top 10 at all. But the 10 car has been Mr. Consistent, as well as his teammate, the 41 car, DWH. Now it looks like teammates are going to have to battle it and settle it amongst themselves for Stewart Off Racing. At the stripe, it will be 2 laps to go. Less than 5 miles separate one of these guys from a checkered flag here at Watkins Glen. Man, DWH just carried that. He gets through turn 1 really, really good there. I believe he makes up the most time, but is it enough time to get to the back bumper of that 10? Hasn't slipped yet. Glen has got to be perfect through the bus stop there, where they'll crank it hard to the right before hard to the left again. And you see the time cut in half. Now the 41 car basically on the back bumper. Does he use it? Lost a little bit of time and a little bit of distance right there. But still, if that 10 car does anything wrong, or the 41 car gets through the bus stop just like that, he's going to be there. He's there now. What's going to happen? Only time will tell. 2.45 miles left at the Glen. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Fade and Grips. 41 car slipped in turn 1. And that was able to give some breathing room to the 10. Let's see if we can ride along with him. Glen now has to be level-headed. Made it through the S's. Okay. We're on the final lap through the bus stop. 41 car sailed it in there. Made up a lot of time, but is it enough? Glen able to methodically use all of his race car today and keep it out of trouble. When trouble found the 3 and the 38, the 41 car looking underneath. Oh, a slip up. No, 41 on the brakes. Thinks better of it side by side, but it's not going to be able to get there. Glen in that 10 car leads a dominant 1-2 finish for Stewart Off Racing. Glen gets it done at the Big Apple 350 at Watkins Glen. Great battle between teammates right there, and you see the 41 car get on the brakes there after the 10 slipped just ever so slightly in turn number 6. Didn't want to get into his teammate, but let him know he was there. The 10 was able to survive, and Glen is our winner. Great run by that 10 machine. '21 able to finish in 3rd. I think the 19 in 4th. And yet another first-time winner. Welcome to the playoffs. You're in it there. Glen with a great victory. And again, a 1-2 finish for Stewart Off Racing. We'll see if we can get him in here. You're listening to NASCAR on MBN. We'll be right back after this. All right, guys, we are going to try and get these guys in here for a little bit of a quick interview here. I just have to invite these guys, so bear with me here. Just 1 second, and then we'll get these guys invited.
What's going on?
Hey, 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 there he is, the man of the hour there. Right, left, and right again, right to victory lane. Congratulations there, Galen. You were able to survive there after a great charge by your teammate, the 41 there. Talk about that last lap,
Hey,
what was going through your mind, and how you got this 10 car to victory lane.
but before we go, I've been wanting to tell you it's Galen.
Galen? Oh,
Every
man,
time
I'm
I watch
sorry,
the
man.
replays, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to tell
No
you
one's
that.
ever told
Okay,
me
I finally
that.
get
I'm
to go.
sorry.
I
I
know.
wish if I was a great broadcaster,
No, no,
I would
you're
not
doing
have
an
had that.
awesome
But
job. You're doing an awesome job. But yeah, he was more than gracious. He could have punted me right there easily. Uh, I mean, I kind of, I kind of raced him a little harder than I probably should have because he did have position underneath me, and I came down and he kind of checked up and gave me the spot. So uh, that was pretty awesome teammate right there.
did you think you'd
And
get your first win at a road course this season?
man, with this group, shit, I didn't know if I was ever going to get a win because all these guys are just, fast everywhere. Um, I know a couple other guys had some issues. I did get into Saab. He was fast. I knew if I got by him, if I could just get away from him, but we kept like changing it up back and forth for a little while there, and then Fluffy came into the mix, and then
I did see
you
that. It
know,
looked like you gave the 38 a punt one time, but it looked like he might have shoved you down on the grass, and you might not have been happy right there.
it, it it went both ways. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but we were running pretty hard right there. We knew we just needed to get by each other, and because the leaders were getting away from us. But it was
A,
all fun.
a lot of issues played. A lot of some of the most dominant cars. We saw the 3 car free fall through the field, the 38 car you mentioned right there. When did you know that you had a winning race car?
Oh man, I'll be honest. The second stage when I was running sixth, I really thought, well, man, it looks like my reign is over, or my chances are over. Because I always thought the Glen was my kind of my best track. If I can't win there, then I don't know if I got a shot anywhere. 'Cause that's more of a driver's track. I mean, they're set up, of course, but it definitely is about hitting your marks. And man, that's hard to do. And the 41 was closing on me. I was trying to take it easy. I was like, he was telling me the same thing. I didn't want to beat myself, so I was like, I'm gonna slow it down about a tenth or two. I was a little slower in the bus stop, a little slower on some of the exit turns, and I was like, I thought I was gaining time on him at the same time, and then all of a sudden he was right there. I
We
was like, ah,
he
I
did. He
might have.
did close that distance up. We were like, or I say we as if I have people up in the booth. I was very surprised.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that replay and see how. I knew he had me though. I saw him under me. He could have just gave me a little bump, but he was a model teammate for sure.
All right. Well, congratulations there, and it's Galen.
Galen, yes sir.
Galen, I'm
Thanks.
so sorry. At the beginning of the race, I called you Smoke Fan, so I'm just glad I got you in here. So I can
I,
apologize and
no, I
congratulate
appreciate
you
it.
on a win there. The best way to
Thank you.
do that was in victory lane, and so I'm glad you
Yep.
made it easy on me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
Congratulations, man. Enjoy it. We're gonna get your
Thank you, sir.
teammate in here.
All right. Bye bye.
All right, guys, we are waiting for our second place competitor to join us in the lobby so I can interview him, but I want to make sure I give the screen time, rightfully so, to the 24-hour Galen. Or 10-car Dick Galen. My goodness. It has just been a very, very long day here. I am based in Colorado Springs, and I'm just getting set. I work at a weather station in Denver, Colorado. We are under a blizzard warning, and I'm just mentally already exhausted from the day that will be tomorrow and the day after that. The day after tomorrow, ironically. So I do apologize. I don't know if tonight was my best night commentating, especially calling people by the wrong name as many ways as I could, but great sport. If 41 doesn't join here in the next couple of seconds, I will then ask Slade to join us. I don't know if he will. Let's see if we can get him in. Slade, congratulations there on that podium finish there after starting on the pole. We did not get a chance to talk to DWH. He didn't join right there. So we'll go ahead and commence with the interview there for our third place runner. Man, Slade, at the end, you used strategy out at the end of stage 2 to get in position for stage 3, but it looked like your contact between you and the 3 set you back, and then you just weren't able to recover after the performance led by Stewart Haas Racing.
Yeah, man. To be honest here, I thought the Woodbury number 21 was really fast. I thought I had the fastest car. Not gonna say by a long shot because the 10 was really fast, the 14 was really fast, the 19 had a pretty good car. Same as 38. I'm probably forgetting one in there. Who also three also had a pretty good car. But yeah, it seems like we just weren't really lucky tonight. Every time we'd get out front and have a good lead, a caution come out, and then restart, we get put back a second, third, and just couldn't work our way around cars. And then same thing happened in stage 2. I think at stage 3 we were back leading again in front of the 3. Caution comes out, and then I think we were put back to 5th. and just couldn't get out of it. But yeah, man, I can sit here and complain about how unlucky I was, but honestly, man, that's my sick. I have the entire season of 9 races. I've had 6 top 5s, and all 6 of them came in the past 6 races. So nothing to complain about here. From the Ford team, Ford went 1, 2, 3, and a Ford driver has won every race so far. I know I won in the 3, and Diesel Piles won the 88 earlier this season, but Ford driver at the moment has won every race, so can't complain there either. But yeah, I want to say it was a good night though, honestly. We had a really good car, showed a lot of speed, had a lot of fun.
You talk about those competitors there. You got a lot of good competitors, but we know you're one of the esports racing drivers set to compete here in just a little over a month. How does this season and this series get you geared up for that challenge?
I mean, it's easy. I mean, I guess if you're in like, kind of a, I'm not gonna say lower class league, but if you're in a league that doesn't really have this, this quote unquote caliber of drivers, because we have 7 guys. I'm trying to think of who raced tonight. I think we had 6 guys race tonight who are in the pro league. Um, I think we have around 10, 11 guys who were in the top 50 for PS4, top 12 or 12 guys, I believe. So there's a very high rank of talent here. So to have the points lead and be able to go out and get top 5s and top 3s week in, week out in a league like this is just it's amazing, really. I think I forgot I had the points lead coming in. I think we grew a little bit there. BC8 had the best of nights, but yeah, anytime you can get a top 5, top 3 here, or even a win, it's a huge honor here at midnight in our Pocono Raceway Cup Series. So doing these races, because we don't know what the schedule is going to be like for the Pro League, but any track you go to, especially like Watkins Glen and short tracks, if you can go out here and race the best, and get top 3 a win, it prepares you immensely. Because, like I said, there's about 6, 7 guys in here out of the 14 in the Pro League who are win that race, and they're also going to be in the Pro League. So we're going to go there. I believe in the Pro League. Not percent sure. Haven't got schedule yet. But if Watkins Glen is in there, I know I'm going to have a good piece. We're able to go out there and possibly win a Pro League race there. So we'll see.
Awesome, Slade. Well, it's great to see you podium finish. That was our pole setter there with a solid third place finish here today.
Yep, there.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap things up. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to talk to DWH. I did invite him there. He's not been able to join, but the 41 car gentleman thing between teammates right there did not get into Galen when he could have. But Stewart Haas Racing and Ford itself, dominant factors here today at the Glen. They have, as you just heard there from Slade, won the last 6 races. No one's been able to put anything on that blue oval here as of late. So glad you guys could join us here tonight, and you were able to listen in to my somewhat decent broadcast. Sorry for a lot of the mistakes there. But as always, I enjoy bringing you today's coverage at the Midnight Broadcasting Network. And what a day it was, man! We had some great action, some great finishes, not just toward the end, but in stage 2 and stage 3 as well. And I'm just excited that I was able to be a small part of it. So from all of us here, again, at the Midnight Broadcasting Network, we hope you enjoyed today's performance. The Big Apple 350, congratulations to the 10-car Galen, winner of the Big Apple 350 at Watkins Glen. So long. We will see you next time right here on NASCAR Heat 3.